Hello, welcome to Flow Quickies. This is a really short, just under 10-minute flow, get you moving, help your body feel a little bit more open. So coming to stand at the top of the mat, bringing the hands to prayer, allowing the eyes to close, and taking a moment to maybe observe, notice the breath, perhaps for the first time today. Allowing for a little sway side to side or forwards or backwards on the feet. And as you exhale, feeling a grounding down through the feet, a connection with the earth, with the ground. And inhale, a drawing up through the body, through the front of the thighs, lifting up and out of the pelvis. Shoulders draw down away from the ears, lifting up through the crown of the head. So grounding down with every exhale. And growing tall, opening and expanding with every inhale. Taking 2 more breaths like this, opening and expanding as you inhale. And grounding down, rooting through the floor, through the feet as you exhale. Inhale, opening the eyes. Arms come out to the side, up overhead, palms come to touch, following with the gaze. And exhale, hands come in front of the chest, hinging at the hips, coming down into forward fold. Maybe the hands touch the ground, maybe they hang and relax, maybe they meet the shins. Rounding through the spine wherever you are, allowing the chin to tuck, the head to be heavy. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Gaze comes down to the ground, spine is long. Exhale, releasing down, hands by the feet, bending through the knees. Stepping back, coming into plank. Taking 2 breaths here in plank. Seeing if you can have some engagement in the core of the body. Pushing back with the heels, grounding down through the hands. Exhale, either bringing the knees down or keeping them lifted as you lower down. Untucking the toes. Inhale, coming into cobra. Exhale, lowering down, coming through that once more. Inhale, peeling up from the breastbone. Maybe you come into baby cobra, so hovering the hands. Or maybe you come a little further up, lowering down. This time, hands come reaching back. Inhale, lifting the chest, gaze stays down. And option 2, lift the feet, lift the knees, maybe a bit of the thigh. Coming into locust pose. And exhale, back down. Inhale, lifting again through the chest. Palms to the ground, face down, pinky fingers towards the thigh, fingertips reaching back. An option to lift the legs as well. Sending the breath to the belly. Exhale, lowering down. Hands come underneath the shoulders, pressing back up to the knees, curling the toes under, and rising up to downward facing dog. Hips rise up, grounding down through the hands, heels reaching towards the ground. And the legs can be bent. You can pedal through the legs, or the legs can be straight. Taking a couple of breaths here, head is soft. Gaze between the legs to the back of the mat. Inhale, right leg rises up to the sky, coming into 3-leg dog. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward in between the hands. Option here, grounding the back foot down, bringing it flat to the floor. or keeping up on the toes if that feels more comfortable. On an inhale, rising up, either warrior one or into high lunge if that feels better for you, if that feels better in the hips. In either pose, the hips are facing forwards, imagining you've got two headlights on the front of the hips. They're shining forwards to the front of the mat. Bending into that front knee, reaching up through the fingertips. Exhale, hands by the feet, spinning onto the back toes, stepping back to plank, finding your way down, either lowering down with the knees down, with the knees lifted, or chaturanga. Inhale, untucking the toes, peeling up, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, finding your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot forward, in between the hands, using your hand to help it get there if that feels good. Either keeping the back toes lifted in high lunge or bringing the back foot flat. On an inhale, rising up, hips face forward, bending into that front knee. Fingertips actively reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, hands by the feet, spinning onto the back toes, stepping back to plank, finding your way through your version of chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Seeing if you can press down through the knuckles of the fingers on both hands. On your inhale, stepping, walking or floating, hands and feet come to the top of the mat, hands to shins, halfway lift, gaze is down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up through the spine, rising up to stand, hands come together. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Let's come through one more time. Inhale, arms rise up overhead, hands together. Hinging at the hips, forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift, spine is long. Exhale, hands by the feet, coming back to plank. Finding your way down through chaturanga. Inhale, untucking the toes, peeling up, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises back and up, stepping forward in between the hands, coming into warrior one or high lunge. Back foot comes flat if you're taking warrior one. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands by the feet, stepping back to plank. Finding your way down through chaturanga. Untucking the toes, peeling up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises up. Stepping forward in between the hands. Back foot grounds down or staying up for high lunge. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky, bending into the front leg. Exhale, hands by the feet, stepping back to plank, having a hold in plank for one breath. And lowering down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, walking the hands back to meet the feet. Taking a hand inside each elbow, coming into a ragdoll position. The head is relaxed. Allowing yourself to fold here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, rolling up through the spine. Arms come out to the side and up overhead. And hands to prayer. Tucking the chin, closing the eyes. Coming back to that breath. A deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Thank you for joining me today for Flow Quickie. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.